Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order. Folks, we're talking about three very short, very insignificant things here. The first one is Journey into Hyperspace, the Clone Wars 3D. I remember doing this review a long time ago and saying it has, the story plot line of a coloring book. I still stand by that. Essentially, all it is Ahsoka hears a distress call. She goes on her own without Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin, but then, oh no, it's a trap. And Anakin and Obi-Wan save the day. Don't fall for one of Count Dooku's traps again, Ahsoka. I won't. I've learned my lesson this time. Okay, Ahsoka's trying to prove herself to Anakin. That's something that's, kind of recurring theme in the first, season or two of Clone Wars. Goodness gracious. Like I said, I love the idea, a 3D book. I just wish you would have given some effort to the story. All right, the next one, it was a Target exclusive. I think it was online, called Outfoxed. I remember when I heard about this, I went online at Target and copied and pasted and just put it in one of my little self-printed novels here. But it's about Commander Fox, and it's a clone, and he's taking out a Trandoshan reptilian bounty hunter, not Bosk or Bosk's father. And he says, surrender. It's only like 2 pages long. He's like, or a page and a half. He's like, give it up. You're captured. And so the bounty hunter puts down his weapon. He goes, you can't escape, Commander Fox. I was like, okay. Oddly enough, Commander Fox, there's a quote of his in the Clone Wars novelization by Karen Traviss. And I'm wondering, was he supposed to be a bigger character? Because I don't remember a Commander Fox at all. Was he even in the movie or the TV show? Maybe he was, and I just don't recall. But this is a Commander Fox, very brief short story. Now, I can't hate on this because it was Target exclusive. Okay, they didn't have to put a little ebook out there, but they wanted to cash in on, the Clone Wars hype. So good for them for making a short story. And the last one I want to talk about is Tales from the Clone Wars. It's the trade paperback of a bunch of web comic books from the Clone Wars cartoon series. What you would do is you would go online, you would read the comic strip that was just a couple of pages long, and then get ready for this week's episode. It was introducing the week's episode. Nothing that, you would be imperative to watch. Imperative to read before watching the episode. Just little things that set it up or set up the character. There'll just be a Grievous thinking about his glory days or whatnot. And then to find out more about General Grievous, check out next week's episode of blah, 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 blah. Or to find out more about Aya Sakura, check out the new episode, blah, 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 blah. That's all it was just promoting the next episode of the Clone Wars. The only interesting thing here was there is a little adventure of Anthony Daniels' character from the Clone Wars without his 3PO suit on, and he gets to meet 3PO at one of the landing pads on Coruscant. So I thought that was really neat. I should say the artwork is all over the place here. Sometimes they have these nice painted ones that look beautiful. Sometimes the artwork's kind of choppy, but it's got its own little look and feel. And then other times, there's some that they make the clones in, like there's one with Kit Fisto in it. They all look like kids. They're all drawn like little boys. It's like, what? And it's one comic strip after the next. There's no consistency there. I'm like, you couldn't establish some consistency in these? It's just all over the place. And if you're hurting like, oh, Matt, I really want to find this and track it down, don't. It's not worth reading. It's not worth, even the Anthony Daniels one was funny because I realized, oh, that's Anthony Daniels' character meeting 3PO. Other than that, there's really nothing to note because it's just most of the time, it's just a couple of pages, and then check out next week's episode. I'm glad they did the trade paperback, don't get me wrong. I hope they've included this in some omnibus copies. That'd be fun for people, but is there anything of substance in there? No, not really. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.